What is going on, everybody? Welcome to Friday Fish Facts. Thank you for stopping in tonight. It is a beautiful Wednesday evening over here on the west coast of Canada, and I would like to start by just welcoming everybody over to the chat. So we're gonna come on over here. I'm gonna take a look at the chat and let's see. I saw some people were here a little earlier today when I kind of checked in. I saw the JQ channel. He was here earlier today. Thank you for stopping in today. You become quite a devoted chat room guy. So I would just like to say thanks for coming in. And I also saw Aquarium Thoughts. He was in here earlier, and he's got a good video out today. I want to talk a little bit about his pistos in a little bit here that he got. Learning to keep fish. Thank you very much. Thank you for stopping in. I'm wondering if you're really LOL question mark is because you're now a mod. Well, you're here showing support, and I would just need some help out with the whole mod department. Mitra Aqua, he's got, oh man, he had a beautiful video out today. Check out his video and beautiful skate. Nalan's Fish Tanks is in the house today. Hello, Nalan. Thanks for stopping in today. So you kind of see, I'm kind of trying to get this whole setup so it's not so echoey, not like a straight over the top shot. It's a work in progress. This is, you know, kind of all over the place. Okay. K-Town Reefer. He is same province as me, only a few hours away. He lives in a beautiful place, saltwater guy. Aquascaping 101, hello from Hawaii. Thanks for coming in. Aquascaping 101's got some great videos with Swisky in them lately. Aquarismo Jumbo, yes, hello. Hello from Brazil. So one of my best friends spent a semester in Brazil, and he unfortunately couldn't speak Portuguese, and that semester did not go too well for him. Gary's Aquatics, you are just in time. We're just starting out. Lots of time here. We're hopefully going to go for an hour today. Thanks for stopping in, Gary. Okay, let's get back up to the top here now. JQ channel had said he's going to be getting his 125 for his. He's going to be getting a 125 for his upcoming exotics, and you're going to explain a few things on how to do it. It's going to be great. Can't wait. Here we go. Yes, I can't wait to see that 125 too. 125, one of my favorite tanks. That's okay. Okay, where are we here? It's sounding a little echoey again. Yeah, I'm sorry about that. I recently changed the floor in here. I had like a carpet, and now I've got laminate, so it is kind of echoey in here. But the plan is to maybe invest in a microphone to help me out here with these live streams, since we're doing them. I'm gonna try and do them every Wednesday now because people seem to be interested in stopping in. We've got 19 right now, so that's awesome. We're just getting started. Gerald Wallace, it sounds fine to him. Awesome. Thanks for stopping in, Gerald. Good to see you, man. Stay funky, Aqua Funk with Angel Freak. What is going on, you fishy freak? Thank you, Jay, for stopping in today. We are still doing our little bit of a roll call here as we try and get to everybody here. Who have I missed? I know I missed somebody. I see Mandy from My Hectic Life Pets. Mandy's video on the three tips that are myths that aren't necessarily true. Great video today. Go check out Mandy's video. Terry Lindsay, thank you very much. Appreciate that. Terry Lindsay, coworker of mine. He is loving the 220. Thank you very much, Terry Lindsay. I hope to get some water sprayed off you for my 90 gallon, which I will start setting back up again next week. Falcon Quick, hello. Thank you for stopping in today. Aquascaping 101, how are the archer fish? The archer fish are doing great. They're one of the most active fish. They're just kind of parked over on the side right now. There's a molly in there that's chasing them around. quite often trying to breed with it, but that Molly's going to be getting relocated to another tank in the next week or two, maybe 2 weeks. William Hernandez, hello. Thank you for stopping in, my friend. Yeah, echo-ness sounds good. Okay. Thank you, Gary, for reminding people to smash that like button. I appreciate it. Reef Keeper, stopping in from Reefing Side. Don't know anyone here except K-Town Reefer. Hello, everyone. Well, thank you for stopping in. Some of our saltwater buddies are coming in to say hi. Saltwater is something that I have not tried yet, but I do hope to try it one day. I'm not ready yet. I have been thinking about starting something smaller, something in between a 20 and 40 gallon breeder, maybe one day. We just started doing this. We just got this one, so I'm super into the freshwater stuff right now, but I would like to add saltwater here sometime. Jay, appreciate you. Aquafunk with Angel Freak, appreciate you reminding folks to hit that like button. Yes, JQ, I was mentioning your 125 that you're about to get. That's awesome. Okay, Hawaiian Peacock, aloha, brother. How are you? I am very much looking forward to those stickers that you're going to be sending me. I checked the mail today, not there, but I did get something from a Lucky Schmuck that I'll be opening up in a few minutes' time here. Melvin's Aquatic Empire, hello there. Thank you for stopping in today. You've been coming on quite regularly on these streams too. I really appreciate that. Thank you very much. Okay. And my chat froze, so I don't know where I'm at. Aquafug says 29 make a good starter salt tank. Oh, that's interesting, yeah. I was thinking about doing something like a 29. K-Town Reefer started with his 180. He's got a video out where he moves his 180, which is, I kind of watched that before I moved my 90 gallon just to kind of see what he was doing. Jad, how are you? Thanks for stopping in. Saw you over on Jeff Rowe's live stream earlier tonight. Appreciate that. Okay, so now that we've kind of said hello to all you folks, and actually aquarium thoughts before I get to that, I want to just say those Pistogrammi lemons that you got today, I've never even heard of them. They're a Pistogrammi cockatoide lemon, and I'm a Pistogrammi fan myself. I've got a pair of Super Reds that I'm trying to breed. I've been trying to breed for a few months, but I'm interested to see how those turn out and to get some close-up shots of them. Okay, so LS Aquarium, Lars, in the house. Lars, where you been, man? I haven't seen you around for a while. You haven't been putting out any videos or streams lately? I look forward to getting back to that. Okay, so here we go. Got this from Ryan the Lucky Schmuck. For anybody who doesn't know his channel, you've got to check out his channel. He's funny, dude. There's also a video that Aquafunk's got a 2-part series where he went down and did a tour of his fish room. I am talking about the Lucky Schmuck. Lucky Schmuck Fish Cave. Now let's see what he sent. Okay. He has sent me some of his stickers. Right on. These are the first stickers that I have got from any other fish tuber. He's got a pretty cool symbol there. Lucky Schmuck's Fish Cave. I'm not sure where I'm going to put these, but I'm going to keep them somewhere down in the fish room. Okay, let's get back to the chat here for a second, man. Okay. K-Town, you're moving it again this weekend. You're never satisfied. It was kind of a chore, like shutting down my tank. I still haven't got it fired up again. But it did give me the opportunity to, I'm going to change the substrate to a black. I'm thinking about the black diamond blasting sand substrate. I know it's got kind of like makes your water cloudy, but I was talking to Terry Lindsay about this earlier today. But we're gonna have to rinse it out pretty good before we put it in there to try and keep the water cleaner than we can. Okay, so where are we here in this? Let's get back up to the chat. Okay, JQ channel, send some if I ever have any. Yeah, I know. I'd like to get some stickers myself, but I don't really know how to do that. Aquarium thoughts you hated rinsing out your sand. Yeah, I rinsed the sand out here and it sucked because this stuff is super fine. But I gave it kind of like a light, lazy rinse before I put it in, and everything seemed to work out. Oh. So we're just kind of hanging out tonight. Kind of talking about who's got what as far as what their next project is. I do have a video coming out this Friday, and it is going to be announcing a contest and giveaway that I'm going to be doing because we hit our 1,000 subscribers. So this week's video, make sure you stay tuned. It'll tell you how to enter, how you can win a something. It's open internationally, which is kind of one of the drawbacks I find of being a Canadian YouTuber, is I don't get to necessarily share in like shipping fish plants to each other, and I also don't get to enter into a lot of prizes because they're US only. So what we did for the 500 subscriber contest was a PetSmart gift card, which we had available to anyone in Canada and the US. Well, this time I've chosen something that's international. So this Friday's video will be how to enter that contest and how to participate in the giveaway, international, worldwide. Okay, so let's kind of see where we are. How do you make a custom icon for your channel? Well, you go into the Creator Studio and you click on your profile, and then you import a photo that you've got sitting on your desktop. Aquarium Thoughts has got a project coming up himself. Ooh, I'd be interested to hear that. Gary wants to get some Shelleys in his 20-gallon long. Do you know where you can get them at a good price? Well, I live in Canada, so I don't have the opportunities to buy fish as often as rare fish. That's a rare fish to us. There's only one store that I've ever seen them at, and that's called Fish Addicts, which is in Langley, if you're ever in the area. But I don't know like of a major store that ships. It's hard to get fish shipped where I live. I know. If I only offered it to Canadians, then it would be a small contest. Kind of like if I only offered it to Browns fans, there wouldn't be very many people enter. Okay. Yes, I can ship to Kelowna. That is true. Okay. Petsotics. How's it going, man? Thanks for stopping in. Appreciate it. Thanks. Good to see you. $250 US budget. That's a good budget, Nellen. That's a good budget. 250 bucks. You can do a lot. I'm also working on a video that I'm going to come out with on like how to do a lot of things with on a budget. Kind of. I found the longer I'm in this hobby, I can find deals, and I want to share some of that information to help other people find deals. Sorry I cannot stay, but it's movie night with the old lady, and man's got to do what a man's got to do. Stay funky, peeps. Thank you for stopping in, Jason. Appreciate it as always. I will look to see the Three Amigos live stream, which I believe, well, you know what? I'm not sure when it's coming anymore. It was on Sundays. They said they were maybe moving it to Wednesdays, but it wasn't on the last two, so. Okay, 54 Punchy. Pam is in the house. I saw Pam over on Jeff Rowe's stream earlier tonight. How are you doing, Pam? Thank you for stopping in. Nalin said his crab is all over his food. That's awesome. I'm actually going to give these guys a quick little snack. Well, I have a second here. I kind of think that's kind of like maybe a little bit of a fun thing to do while we're on our chat here. They've already had their main meal today, but I just want to give them a little bit of bloodworms. Tomorrow for sure. Okay, Aquafunk tomorrow for sure. Okay, we'll see you then. Okay. So I don't know what everyone else does as far as how often they feed their fish. I almost only feed them once a day, but the odd time I will give them a little bit of an extra stack, maybe just to kind of keep them going. As long as I space them apart, it should be fine. But I'd say 6 days a week, usually 7 days a week, I only feed them once a day, same time of day. I feed them a lot, especially in this tank, because I do have quite a few fish in here. But I also feed them things that stay in the tank for a long time, like cucumber. So like I gave them cucumber yesterday, and that cucumber was in there for I don't know, 20 hours maybe, and then I took it out. But pretty much all that's left is the skin. I've got 6 different species of Plecos, and in this tank here I have got, let me see, I've got 3 super reds. I've got a Colombian zebra Pleco in there. I've got a blue phantom, which I know JQ just got one. I've got 2 L66 king tigers in there. Okay, so this tank alone behind me has got 7. And then I've got 3 in the 29 gallon. I've got 1 in a 10 gallon. Okay, now let's go. Aquarium thoughts. How's the snails? Yeah, I saw you got the snails in there as well. So what's I'm interested to see what learning to fish keep. What's one of your projects coming up on the go? You had an auto hide on you, yeah. Gary, you see 21 people here and only 4 likes. I appreciate that, Gary. Thank you so much. I think maybe your like button is not updating, because over on my side here I have 20 likes. So totally appreciate that you got my back, Gary, but people are hitting that like button, so thank you very much. Okay, Lars says it's been a busy summer. Hope all is well. Got to get out of here. Hit that like. Appreciate that, Lars. Thank you very much. Okay. Now let's just see here. Your new strips decided to hang out in your intake sump. Oh, well, hopefully they're okay. Starting to move around. One disappeared in my 20. Don't know where it is hanging. I'm sure you'll find it. Especially shrimp. Like, I pet shrimp and they go missing all the time. But you know what? They always come back. Okay, let's kind of see where we're scrolling up in the thing. Rob93 is in the house. Rob93 is one of the 3 amigos. Hey, Amelia. Amelia, stop it in to say hi. Rob93 is one of the 3 amigos. We just had Aquafunk on here, and I was just saying, where's the 3 of your stream? You know, I thought maybe it was going to happen this Wednesday or last Wednesday. It didn't happen, but then Jay said tomorrow for sure. So be sure to check out 3 Amigos on whichever 3 or Rob93 to see whatever channel they're going to be on. I'm not sure which channel they're going to be on tomorrow, but they'll be on one of them.
I think I saw the zebra pleco.
Oh, Amelia thinks she saw the zebra pleco. Oh, it's right there. I see it.
Yeah, that's what I saw.
It's in the wood right there.
Mm-hmm,
Right there's a blue phantom and a king tiger right there too.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so Rob says it's going to be on Andy's Angels channel tomorrow. Perfect. Well, I will stop in and I will say hi. Maybe you want to say what time you're thinking, Rob? I don't know if I've also said on my live stream before, but congrats to Mandy, my Hectic Life Pets. She has hit the 2K subscriber milestone. Man, that is quite an achievement, Mandy. Good job. Congratulations on that. JQ Channel's wondering where I got the King Tigers from. I got the King Tigers from a local breeder. I do have a couple of videos of when I got them. So that's kind of another thing what I've been doing. I've been getting like deals on things, and local breeders are the way to go. So I got like some bunch of super red bristlenose for $5 each from a breeder, and they're like adult size. You can tell the males are males for $5. And the King Tiger Plecos, like there's one, my LFS just imported some, and they've got some for $79.99. Now mine are small. They're an inch probably. Yeah, probably an inch, but $15. I mean, you can't go wrong with that. Okay, let's catch up on the chat here. So, Rob is loving that 120, or is it a 220? It is a 220, and I'm loving it too. Just picked it up. Rob, you're at 6 p.m. That's 6 p.m. Eastern, I'm guessing. So that would be 3 o'clock Pacific. So I just kind of tail end of my work day. But I will definitely stop in for part of it. Hey Gary, you know what, my phone, I'm thinking about getting a new phone too. But I'm thinking about kind of upgrading all of my YouTube equipment, because right now it's a phone and a laptop. Okay. Okay, Hawaiian Peacock still here. Let's go. Okay, so I have not tried drawing a Pleco, Nalin, because I am a terrible artist and I cannot draw anything. Hey, at least you, Graham Thoughts, at least you have an action cam. That's much more than I can say I have. Amelia's back, checking out the Plecos. So what else? What other kind of projects do we have? I feel like I've missed some stuff in the chat because I've kind of been going off on a tangent. Hey, you know what? Hawaiian Peacock, you're right. You gotta fake it till you make it. You know what it's not that I haven't put anything into YouTube. I've got a contest coming up, which I'm gonna be announcing this Friday. So I am putting some stuff into YouTube, and most of the extra stuff I have goes into this kind of stuff because this is my real passion, and YouTube is super fun, but it's my secondary. I put fish keeping first, and then YouTube second. But maybe one day I'll hit that.
I see the super red.
Oh yeah, that's the girl super. Oh, and the boy. But maybe one day I'll hit that mark, and then that will help me finance my fish keeping YouTube / hobbies. Okay. You see the zebra one, yeah. So, just a quick question about Rob that I've got for you actually. When you guys do your group chats, you have to do that on your laptops, right? I think you do. Okay, Terry Lindsay. Locally raised fish tend to be hardier as they are acclimatized to our water chemistry. Wow, that's a great point. I have never had, well, in the last 2 years, I have not had a locally bred fish die. That's pretty good, because I bought quite a few. Adrian Castillo, hey, new to the channel. Thank you for stopping in, Adrian. Appreciate it. Hopefully you'll subscribe, like, and maybe you'll come back for more and check out some of the videos. That's awesome. K-Town Reefer is setting up another 60-gallon tank this weekend. The reason I'm moving the 180 again. I have a 60 on each side. Oh, that's cool. So you've got 3 freshwater tanks, I think you said, and you've got that one. So the 180, is that your only saltwater tank? So, okay. So Rob is saying, and he has the laptop. That's why you stream on his channel. Okay, that makes sense. Yeah, my daughter does know what's going on in the tank, Adrian. Yeah, my son does too. If you see the channels, he kind of got me back into the hobby, and Amelia, she likes fish too. Yeah. Okay. Hawaiian peacock. Andy's the gatekeeper. Yeah. Yeah. If you can find locally grown fish, like not only are they hardier, the cost is a fraction because I've gotten kind of close with my LFS, and they say they double the price. So if they buy a fish for $10, they sell it for $20. Because they've asked kind of about like if I wanted to sell something to them, and that's what they would give me. Melvin's Aquatics is going to be good, Rob93. Yep, for sure. JQ Channel says his new blue Phantom Pleco won't eat. Well, they are armivores, so try giving them some sinking pellets. Because they will eat some algae, but they need meat in their diet as well. Frozen bloodworms too. They love frozen bloodworms. Corey Larson, thank you for stopping in today. I appreciate that. Corey Larson, you do need a fish tank. I know you have some fish keeping experience with your dad's old saltwater tank, which I know he had a freshwater tank before. You guys cleaned all the fish when you were kids and they all died, and then he switched over to a saltwater tank. I know you've got the experience. You should definitely do it. We can fish keep together. We can go to fish stores together. It'll be a great time. You should totally do it.
And our Plecos laid eggs.
Yes, our Plecos laid eggs, and we have albino bristlenose upstairs, and then they hatched little wigglers. Yeah.
And they're gonna grow up.
Yeah.
And we fish grow up when they hatch.
That's true. If they don't get eaten, that's true, Amelia. You need a house so you can get yourself a fish room. Yeah. I mean, you can still you've got some nice fish though, Aquarium. Dave from Aquarium Thoughts. And you don't need a house. You got lots of nice fish, but I'm sure having a house. Thumbs up. Right on. Thanks, Amelia. Learning to fish keep is trying to figure out if you can get another tank. The answer is yes, you can get another tank. I think you should. I support that. Now let's fish tanks. There's a 68% chance of chinchilla on my channel tomorrow and 90% on the next day. Oh, sweet. That's cool. Gears Aquatics says, I have a fish room and it is always a mess because the kids spend most of the time in there. Well, these guys know. I don't have a fish room. I'm calling this a fish room. It's more like a hobby room. It only has 2 tanks in here. It's got a 220 and a 90-gallon. We do have other fish tanks throughout the house because we like to enjoy fish in multiple rooms throughout the house instead of just one house.
We have 4 fish tanks.
We have 4 fish tanks right now, when we have, I think, a 5th one on the way. Don't tell my wife yet. JQ Channel's gonna be getting a tiger. Oh, that just flipped up here. Sorry, guys. Yeah, K-Town Reefer. Oh, JQ Channel says he's gonna be getting a tiger shovel-nosed catfish soon. That's cool. K-Town, I think I have 50 tanks. I want 51 for sure, because there'd be something else that you just had to have, and it doesn't go with the rest of your fish. 54 Punchy has a new batch of 13 Farewello catfish fry. That's awesome. I have seen your twig catfish before, and the fact that you can breed them in captivity, that is quite impressive, because I think most of those are wild caught, if I'm not mistaken. I'm not an expert on them, but good for you, Pam.
And my mom only wants one more tank if I want one. If I want one, then we'll have 5 tanks.
Yeah, Amelia might get a betta tank for her room. Okay. because we're the two best friends that anyone could ever have. You're right, Corey. There are very few Terry Lindsay says there are very few local fish stores that properly quarantine their livestock, and thus they aren't as hardy and tend to introduce disease more regularly. I agree, Terry. The one thing is when I went, not super local to me, but I went down to Aquarium Co-op, and it's about a 2.5 hour drive, and all the fish that I bought from that store, those are stickers. Don't peel them off, okay? Thank you. Okay, good. Went down to Aquarium Co-op, and those fish were like top quality fish. It's totally worth the pilgrimage if you're ever anywhere near Aquarium Co-op. Definitely check it out. Those fish you will not regret buying. They also have hard to find fish, which are pretty cool. Aquarium thoughts. She's very smart. Friday fish facts. Yeah. Some people think that you're very smart. You can have a snack once we're done the live stream, or you can help yourself to something. How about that? You can. Yeah.
Like 3?
2. 1. You can have 1 pack. Dillis Guppies, hello there. Thank you for stopping in. Appreciate it. Dillis just procrastinating on her homework. Okay, great. Yeah, we'll stop in and watch a little bit of the live stream today. And you know, that's better than doing homework. Who wants to do homework? Graham Thoughts says, oops, here. Uh-oh, wait. Something accidentally happened here. And Aquarium Peacock's message just got deleted. I'm not sure what he said. If I only have space for a 20-gallon long or a 10 and a 5 and want to incorporate a quarantine tank into there, should I get a 5 or a 10 or a 5 or partition out the 20 with glass and silicone? I would not. No. Just quarantine. Use your 5-gallon, because you're not getting giant fish with a 20-gallon long or a 10-gallon. So they'd be fine in a 20-gallon tank or a 5-gallon tank for a week or 2 or however long you're planning on quarantining. Okay. Corey does it right, yeah. You use plastic totes for quarantine. Oh, that's cool. Okay. Let me try and fix this. And I don't know how. Okay. But Hawaiian Peacock said, subscribe to my Canadian Brutta Friday Fish Facts. Awesome channel with a great personality. I appreciate that. Thank you very much. Hawaiian Peacock, who I believe is from Hawaii, but currently resides in Sacramento. He's got some cool backyard pond and stuff that he's got going on. So check out his channel there too. Okay. Learning to fish keep also uses the same thing as so 54 Punchy, she says, if I got a regular tank for quarantine, it would become another fish tank real fast. I know, like when I started, so I got a 20-gallon that I just got because I'm setting that up as a quarantine, so that'll be the 5th, but it doesn't really count. But I was already like, I'll just put a betta in it for now, but you know, it's just gonna turn into another tank. Okay, but the thing is, and all fish are a life for sure, totally agree. But as I'm kind of getting into more difficult to find, higher price tag fish, I don't want to buy something and just throw it into this and have these fish die. So that is why I have to stay dedicated to that 20-gallon that I'm getting, and I have got to maintain it as a quarantine tank. I'm actually just gonna put it in a bedroom that I don't use down here, just so I don't even see it. I just use it as a quarantine tank. Okay. Oh, Dillis Guppies in Sacramento as well. Right on. I believe Sacramento, which I've never been to, is the capital of California. I believe, because I was in Napa Valley and we met a couple there, and they said that they were from Sacramento and that was the capital. So I believe that's true. "54 Punchy says that is why I use plastic totes for quarantine. Just drop a seated sponge filter in from another tank and you're good to go." Yeah, that's how I cycle my tanks quicker. That one right there, that sponge filter in the corner, that one was in my 90-gallon tank, and then I just dropped it in here. And actually, a day later, this tank was cycled. I didn't put fish in for a little while. I just wanted to make sure, but it was good. Am I drinking tonight? I'm not. No. I thought about it and I'm like, nah, I don't really feel like it. I'm just drinking water tonight. I know I had a few beers last Wednesday because I was getting ready for my buddies were coming over for my fantasy football draft. But no drink tonight. No. Okay. Specific areas of Sacramento that I do not know. All right, right on. Yeah, you keep 2 sponge filters. Sponge filters are great. They're another super cost-effective way to filter your tank. And I don't know if you can see, but in the top here, like this is where the outtake is for the canister filter that I've got flowing through the tank. And it moves the water it changes the water in this tank 4 times an hour. It does 925 gallons per hour. So this tank 4 times an hour. And it does push the water. But it does kind of have a dead spot in here, kind of, in the corner. So even though I put that sponge filter in thinking I would maybe take it out later, I'm going to leave it because Plecos love it. And yeah, Fry does love sponge filters as well. I don't think there's going to be a ton of Fry being born in this community tank because there's too many bigger fish like the archers, the tiger barbs are going to get it pretty good. I've got Boesemani Rainbows in here that lay eggs in this Java moss tree right here quite frequently, but they get eaten within an hour or two usually. And the reason I haven't been taking them out is because I haven't had space or another tank to grow Fry in, but that's another one I need to do because I've got some bristlenose Fry upstairs that I'm thinking about turning that tank, moving some of the bigger fish in that tank out and kind of making that 29-gallon my grow out tank. Okay, right on. Some subs are being handed out today. That's what I like to see. It's not super hot in the chat for subs. Usually when people jump onto the chat, they meet people for the first time and a lot of new sub on sub action. But that's the first one I've seen so far tonight. Terry Lindsay says, tons of micronutrients. Fry in tanks with sponge filters always have full little billies. I agree. I mean, the Fry that I just had born upstairs have got their yolk sacs on them still, so they're still working on that. But once they're off them, they'll be munching on the sponge filter, hopefully, upstairs. If I do have to move some larger fish out of that tank, hopefully everyone's okay. I do have to wait a couple weeks till I get this 90-gallon going again, but my plan for getting this thing going, so I had to take all the substrate out anyway when I moved the tank. And I decided that I'm going to change the color because it's too similar to this, so I'm putting black in. So what I'll do is I run an Aqua Clear 110 on that one. That's the main filter, and then a little sponge filter. So I'm just going to run that on this tank for a week and then take it over to the 90-gallon and bang, it'll be cycled. Hello Heather, how are you today? Thanks for stopping in. I saw you over on Jeff Rowe's channel earlier tonight. Thank you very much. Learning to Fish Keep is doing a giveaway at 100 subs. Well, I think you're about halfway there, maybe just over, so right on. Melvin's wondering if he can put Boesemani Rainbows in a 20-gallon high. You could put a few in there. Remember, they do get about 3 inches long, so you could put 2 or 3 probably in there without putting much else in there. I think that it would want a 20 long better because they're very active fish. They do like to swim farther, and they don't need to stay up at the top too often. Fish Tropic, thank you for stopping in, man. Appreciate that. I saw you over on Jeff Rose chat earlier today as well. I think we're having a little bit of trouble with the live stream freezing out there a little bit. I apologize for that. So we've been going through some other people's projects and what they're working on right now. My main project was getting this tank going, which it's going, but it's by no means is it done. Over on my left, you'll see I've got like some rocks going along the back of the fish tank here, and I've got like a little sections of 2 bunches of jungle val right there. I want to add a couple more sections of jungle val there. I want to add this, that plant you can't really see on the screen right now off to the side is a crinum. I want to get like a broadleaf crinum if I can find one. That crinum actually is from Aquarium Co-op, and I want to get those things growing, the crinum growing up in the back like that, with the jungle bell here and the java moss over in this tank side. I don't want this tank to go too crazy with plants all over the place like I've got in a couple of my other tanks when there's no room for the fish to swim. I still want the main focus of this tank to be the fish that you see and like all the fancy plecos that are in here that are different, that, you know, I don't want them constantly in hiding, which actually these ones aren't. I really only have one pleco that hides all the time, which is my L129. But which I can actually see right now. But that's kind of the plan for this tank. And then my 90-gallon tank, I kind of thought about the idea of doing African cichlids when I set that one up again, but I think I'm just going to do South American cichlid kind of. And maybe because I keep clown loaches in here, which I'm going to be adding a lot more into this tank, I would put red-tailed shark over in the 90-gallon tank to go with some angelfish, some rams, and I'm not sure what else yet. Okay, back to the chat here for a second. And I just heard a archer jump, which is pretty cool. Okay, we're back down to the bottom. Nano projects, really hard to have projects here in a tiny apartment. Yeah, well, I feel your pain. I've done the basement suite to an apartment thing as well, and you are limited on your room that you have. Oh, well. I have thought put a monster fish in that mini pond. I'm more into the planted community tank theme, and a lot of people have big fish, big tanks, and then they have either big fish in them or they have got African cichlids in them. And I kind of just wanted to change it up a little, and also like the Aquarium Co-op 800-gallon is like my favorite tank to watch, and this is sort of what I had in mind, a mini version of that when I was making this one. Now I will have clown loaches in here, which will get bigger, and I've got some like blue phantom plecos. They get up to like 8 inches long. So I do have some fish that will do that. I might get like some bala sharks or something, but I'm not going to get like giraffe cats or red-tailed catfish or nothing that's going to get massive in here. Okay. Hey Dub Rexy, thank you for stopping in. He says good afternoon, or should you say good evening? It's a wonderful Thursday afternoon here in Australia. Hope you're doing well. Happy fish keeping. Thank you very much, Dub. I saw you over on in Jeff Rose chat as well, and yeah, it's Wednesday evening here. I think we've gone over and talked about some of the places that I've gone when I did some traveling over in Australia. Great place to go. 808 Tank, hello, thanks for stopping in, man. I saw your last gaming video, pretty cool. Big fish are overrated. Yes. Did I ever make it to Kelowna? No, I spent a week in a Soyuz this summer, but I never made it over to Kelowna. I haven't been to Kelowna in a couple of years, actually. Been spending most of my summer when I hop up there in the Penticton Osoyoos area. But I need to get back to Kelowna for sure. I'm actually going this weekend. I'm going to Kamloops to play golf at Tobiano, and then on Saturday, and then Sunday I'm going over to Predator Ridge, which is near Kelowna. I think it's Lake Country, so I'm gonna be really close there on Sunday. I won't have time to stop in and see your tank, so, which kind of sucks. That would be awesome. I am meeting up with another YouTuber in the next little bit here. We may be next weekend. If you're familiar with Flynn's Fish Forum, Brendan, he's local here. I've never met him before, but he DM'd me on Instagram and would like to meet up at one of our LFFs. So that's kind of cool, meeting another fish tuber. So I've got that to look forward to. Maybe next weekend, I think we might try and hit that up. Yeah, Rob's got the Oscar and the flower horn. Yeah, the flower horns are cool. Flower horns, like, you don't see flower horns here, around here. I don't think I've ever seen a flower horn in real life. You're waiting for your 808 tank is waiting for his African bush fish and your Calvis to grow. Cool. Real thing for you fish tanks. Hello, thank you for stopping in, man. How's it going? We're just kind of chatting about our projects that we've got on the go here right now in our fish keeping lives, and kind of it's tough to do on a budget. Like, I have a 4-foot light on here, which isn't even enough on this, but it's gonna have to do for the time being. I'm either gonna do a 6-foot light, probably not, or 2 3-footers, which I will most likely do, but hey, I mean, for now, it'll pass. I am going to have another tank with a fluorescent light on it because it's just going to have to pass for right now. We do have the local fish auction coming up in 2 months. I believe it's November. And I can always get great deals on stuff there. So just kind of biding my time until November. Okay. Graham Thoughts just spent $70 on his next week project. Yeah, things aren't cheap. DIY lighting, good video idea for you. Yeah, that is a good idea. Good idea. Or you. How about you do a video on DIY lighting? Okay. Enjoy the tank for 1 second. I just need to refill my water. We're getting a little mouth dry. We'll be right back. My apologies, everyone. I apologize for that. I didn't think I'd burn through the water that fast. All this talking. Okay. Alright, so now we're kind of getting into that. Now we're kind of getting into the people are chatting and meeting up and subbing to each other. That's awesome. That's what we normally see in the chats, but I'd only seen one earlier. So I'm super happy that you guys are getting going and meeting some new people and subbing, and hopefully you check out some of those videos instead of just clicking the sub on each other's and then sticking around, smashing a few like buttons over on those videos. So did I just see Heather is doing some water changes tomorrow? How many tanks do you have now, Heather? Because, and I'm curious on what you do for your water change days. Because I don't think you're hauling buckets. Rob's painting a stand for a fish room change-up. Oh, right on, man. Spray paint, I assume, but not necessarily. That's pretty cool. Okay. Graham Thought's water system channel is on his, water change system is on his channel. Check it out, folks. Heather's got 23 tanks right now. Right now we use the Python. Yeah, cool. That's what I use for this one here, and I just stick it on a hose straight out the window, same with the 90 gallon, and then just bring a hose in and drop it in. And all you need to do, like if you're worried about like hose water having chlorine on it or being too cold, but when you have a giant tank, you don't have to worry about the temperature. And as far as how much prime, well, I use prime, but how much you need, like if you look at the label, it's like a capful or 5 for this or something like that. Like not much at all. You put that in first, then you bring the hose in and fill it up, and you won't have a problem with chlorine affecting your fish. I wouldn't recommend doing that on a 10 gallon, like my 10 gallon and my 29 gallon upstairs. I just do the bucket change, because draining half the tank of the 10 gallons like one bucket that I have. So it doesn't take very long. And then the 29 gallons, 2 buckets that I do. Okay. Rob's finger painting his stand. Okay. Too bad my daughter could have helped. She would have loved that. Paint roller. Okay, Hawaiian food for dinner tonight. I had chili tonight. Okay. Hawaiian Peacock's working on Tiki Falls tomorrow. It's taking forever, guys. Sorry, but your boy is balling on budget. Why is our hobby so much? Well, I've been thinking a lot about, like, I am going to come out with a video on ways that you can get things on a budget, because, I mean, it is expensive. All hobbies cost money, and, you know, the major purchase of ours is the tank. Once you get the tank, you can just kind of do little things, fish here and there, plants here and there. But I do have some things that I've kind of figured out over the years on ways to save money, and I do want to do a video on that in the next couple of weeks. Pam, catch up. Sean, hello, how are you, man? Sean is late as usual, but that's okay, Sean. Sean had a video today, or yesterday, I think today, where he adds fish to his new tank. This guy is a master aquascaper. Plus that betta he's got is beautiful. He's just got a betta, some rummy nose, and some cories in there. Oh, I love all 3 of those species of fish. But you gotta check out Sean's channel. I know I was talking about this last Wednesday too for everyone that came, but like his Monte Carlo plants and everything like that, they're sweet. Like, check it out. Check out his channel for sure. Okay. Money. You gotta spend money to make money. I know. Okay, let me see. I'll be getting them tomorrow. Painting them. 54 punchy, siphon in a bucket with water, pump it in, and a 50 feet hose goes into the sink. Refill with another bucket into the sink, and with another water, pump it in. I'm so broke, I can't pay attention. That's good, man. Oh, man. Hey, I know I just bought this tank, so it took me, and I can't get the 90 gallon going because I tapped my fish tank bank account, and I finally just got paid again, so now I got a little money that I can buy some substrate for the 90 gallon and get that going again. But hey, stuff's expensive. Okay, 808 tank. I'm so broke I don't own the wall I am backed up against. That's a good one. Velva's Aquatics, thanks K-Town Reefer. I'm getting some freshwater fishies too. Right on. YMP Cup just subbed up Sean. Right on. You won't regret it. I don't understand, like, I think so Sean's right around 400 subscribers, but his videos all have like thousands of views on them. Yet he doesn't have more subscribers than that. I don't understand that. Yo, Mile High Plecos. Now come on, man. Why you gotta come in with that kind of language like that? You're a moderator. I mean, come on, man. Like, what are you doing? What are you doing, man? If you want to talk Plecos, though, Mile High Plecos is the man as far as Plecos go. Or woman. He has got quite a collection. Breeds the L183, L182 Starlight Bristlenose, and he's got some 134 leopard frogs, which I'm hoping he can breed, and I'm hoping I can somehow get them. We have kind of discussed a little plan on if he ever breeds them, how I would get them. Quickly clear one thing up for me, actually, Trevor. 183 keeps the Starlight pattern, 182 keeps the white stripe. So I would think that the 183 would be more desirable then. Does that make sense? I don't know. He's also got quite a few Blue Phantom Plecos, but I think he might be getting rid of those. 183 keeps the stripes. Okay. So 182 would be the more desirable one when they're adults, you would say? Okay. Aquarium Thought says, all those numbers don't make sense to me at all. Well, you know what? Once you get the Pleco bug, like I caught the Pleco bug. I'm so into Plecos right now. It's like I'm obsessed with them. You like learn all the numbers because I want to have like every Pleco. I want to have like, I have like certain groups in different tanks, but I want to have like one or two of every Pleco in this tank. That wouldn't work, by the way. Don't try that because they don't all always get along. But and some of them crossbreed, which I don't want to do. But I do definitely have the Pleco bug right now. I'm obsessed with them. I can't get enough of them. Hey, Naked Reefer, what's going on? Thank you for stopping in, my friend. We've got a few saltwater folks in the chat today. Thank you very much for stopping in and checking out the other side, the freshwater folks over here. Rob. Okay, let me just catch back up here. Have fun, Rob. Have fun finger painting, brother. Hopefully I will hook up and see your chat tomorrow. If I'm not there right at the beginning, it's because I'm still finishing my shift. But I will be there right after. Okay, yeah, 183 everyone wants because they're pretty. 182 are rare, so a true Pleco nut wants the rare stuff. Ah, okay. Sean wants to know if I can open a Patreon account. I'm not really interested in opening a Patreon account. This is just kind of like a fun thing, not a business for me. I totally appreciate that, but I just, if it ever like enough people watch, then I would totally appreciate like the ads that I would get from YouTube, but I'm not going to do the Patreon thing. But thank you very much for suggesting that. Graham Thoughts has got the Episto bug. Yeah, super hard to find here. There's one store that has them, but they look sick all the time and faded. But the two that I got, the Pistogrammi Cockatoides Super Reds, which are in my son Ben's tank in his room, trying to get those to breed. I got those from Aquarium Co-op, and of course they're like top quality fish. Okay. Naked Reefer's got freshwater as well. You probably started with freshwater and then you moved over to salt is what I'm guessing, which is kind of, I think, what most people would like to do. My high Plecos says I need to get a bigger Pleco for that big tank behind me. Well, I've got a little blue phantom in here, and they get about 8 inches long. The L600, yeah. What about a Sultan? How big do those get? They get bigger, don't they? Those are pretty cool. They're hard to find here too. I think Pleco. I feel like maybe because I'm into like I was really into shrimp a few years ago. Like everyone was into shrimp, and then I've kind of lost interest in shrimp. I've changed the shrimp tank into something else. But I'm really into Plecos, and I feel like everyone's into Plecos right now. But maybe that's just because I'm really into Plecos right now. I know you're learning to keep fish. You're asking my high Plecos which ones stay the smallest. Not me, but clown Pleco probably. They're wood-eating Pleco. They eat a little algae too. They only get about 4 inches max, but they don't. I've never seen one that big even. Okay, well, I think that we've been going on here for an hour, so I'm thinking maybe we'll wind it down in a couple of minutes here. Naked Reefer's wondering what's the favorite tank I have. My favorite tank that I had was my 90-gallon community tank. But now that I've just got this 220-gallon a couple of weeks ago and just got it running like a week and a bit ago, I mean, how can I not say that's my favorite tank? I mean, that's the master community planted tank, when some of my other tanks are more like breeding tanks or kind of semi-aggressive tanks. This is my eclectic collection, tons of Plecos, going to be getting a lot more clown loaches than I have in here currently tanks. So I would say that the 220-gallon is my favorite, but it does still have a long way to go till it looks like how I want it to look. Thank you, Sean. I love this tank too. Should turn the 90-gallon into a nano fish tank. You know what? The funny thing is, I did think about maybe doing this one nano, just doing like putting like 220 rummy nose tetras in here, because they are a tight schooling fish. They're one of them and neons and cardinals are those are my 3 favorite tetras. But the rummy nose, like they school together so tightly, it looks really cool. Okay, the Inoculus. Okay, autos. My high Pleco says auto. I wasn't thinking auto as a Pleco, but you're right, they are a Pleco. I do have Plecos, and that's like when some people are like, can I put a bristle nose in a 10-gallon? You can put a little for a little while, but I would recommend a small school because they like to be in groups, autos. Let's look at a few autos instead. They're also 100% herbivore. K-Town's favorite rigs keep changing. Yes, I know. The new tank always becomes the favorite. 1,000 micro Resporas. That would be kind of cool. Hello, Brittany. Thank you for stopping in today. I haven't had a chance to watch your new spider video today yet. Yes, technically, an auto is a Pleco. An auto is a Pleco catfish. Plecos are technically catfish, so they're all in the same family there. You're thinking about getting a fish. Brittany is thinking about getting a fish. Well, of course I think that Brittany should totally get a fish. You should 100% get a fish. You should get many fish tanks, become addicted, and never have any money. That's what I recommend for you. Vinoski Tank, hello. Thank you for stopping in tonight. We are kind of getting near the end of our stream, but we figured, you know what, let's just run a few more minutes because some people are still here hanging out. Shell Shocked Aquatics, hello. Thank you. Thanks for coming in, man. Good to see you, man. Shell Shocked Aquatics has got some crazy videos. He's a super funny guy. Definitely check out his channel. Let's see here. Heather, many fish tanks. Yes, for sure. My Plecos, you want a new fish. What fish do you want? Just lots of any kind of fish? Is a betta fish a good fish to start with? Well, I'd say it's probably the most common fish to start with, that or goldfish. Yes, just make sure you don't put it in a bowl. They do need a filter. Even if you just get a sponge filter. They don't like a lot of moving water. If you put like a filter in that tank that's too strong, it'll just kind of stay off to one side and won't swim around for you. But if you put a little sponge filter in a 5 to 10 gallon tank, that would be great for it. Graham thoughts may need to get rid of some of his fish. Well, then you can sell some of your fish if you go to your local fish club. Maybe they have an auction you can sell, or sell on like a fish group or something like that. Learning to keep fish agrees. He thinks it's a good fish to start with, that betta fish. Chronicles of Chris's Fish Room. Thank you very much. Thanks for stopping in, man. Appreciate that. Okay, so we still have, should we keep going for 5 more minutes? I think I can do 5 more minutes. How about we do that? Hello from Alberta, Diamond Boy and Girl. Welcome. We're over here in beautiful British Columbia right now, but thank you for stopping in. Peace out, my Plecos. Catch you next time, man. Okay, so, wow, we still have 18 folks in here. Well, we'll appreciate that. And we have some first timers over in the chat here today, which that's very encouraging to see. Appreciate that. We're trying to do it. Every Wednesday. I did the odd time flip-flopped between 4 o'clock Pacific time and 7 Pacific time. Kind of squeeze in between the Jeff Rose fish keeping, which I'm always trying to be on his stream, and then Dan's fish is right after his. So although he wasn't on this week, but I try and not overlap with some of the other channels, and I don't believe anybody's coming on after me, so that's why we're running it a little bit later. So it's 10 p.m. learning to keep fish where he is, so that means you're only 2 hours ahead of me, so you're not over on the East Coast, you're somewhere in the middle. Keith, hello, thank you for stopping in. He says that he has been in for less than a year and is up to 6 tanks already. Yeah, it's addicting, man, but in a good way. Yeah. Okay, so I think we're gonna call it a night. I've got some kids that I've got to get ready for bed, so I am going to say thank you very much once again for everyone who stopped in today, and don't forget to watch this Friday's video because we have got a contest coming up to thank everybody because we have hit that 1,000 subscriber mark, and there is a giveaway. So you need to watch the video to find out how you could enter. And just remember that the prize is an international prize. Anybody can enter. So thank you very much, and we will see everybody next Wednesday for another live stream. Thanks again, everyone.